Greetings, wizards. Welcome to the Papercraft Wizard channel. My name is Kelly, and I'm so glad that you're here for part 5 of our Fairy Dust mini album tutorial. Wizards, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. To start here, we have our base pocket page that measures 6 by 5.5, and we have our decorative cardstock, which is 5 7/8 by 5 3/8. I'm going to use Tim Holtz distressed ink to ink up the edges and give them a finished look. I'm using art glitter glue to adhere the panel onto the page. I'm using my bone folder to make sure that it's nice and secure, and I'm also wiping away any excess glue that's seeping out of the edges. And this page is actually the opposite side of what we'll be working on next. The page we're working on next is the page of pockets. Here I have a piece of cardstock that measures 4.5 inches by 5 5/16 inches. I'm going to score this cardstock on the 4.5 inch side at 1/2 inch and 5/8 inch. This will be the flap that covers our pockets. This piece of cardstock is 4.5 inches by 6 5/16 inches. We're going to score on the 4.5 inch side at 1/2 inch, and we are also going to score on the 6 5/16 inch side at 1/2 inch on each of the sides. This piece of cardstock will make our largest pocket. Our next piece of cardstock is 2.5 inches by 6 5/16 inches, and we will score this on the 2.5 inch side at 1/2 inch, and then at the 6 5/16 inch side at 1/2 inch on each side. And this will create our smallest pocket. I'm mitering the edges of the flap at the tab where it'll adhere to the page just a bit. I'm also going to miter the corners of the pockets. I'm going to ink up all of the edges for the decorative pieces of cardstock that we'll use for this page. We also have this black piece of cardstock that's 5 inches by 4 inches, and this will be our photo mat and the closure for our pockets. I'm going to take our decorative piece that measures 4 7/8 inches by 3 7/8 inches and adhere it to that 5 by 4 photo mat. I'll get it nice and even and then use my bone folder to make sure it's secure. I'm using some Distress Oxide by Tim Holtz and a camera stamp from Lawn Fawn. For our flap, I have 2 pieces of decorative cardstock that measure 5 3/8 by 3 3/4 inches. I will adhere these to each side of the flap. I'm folding the flap at the score lines. Now let's adhere the flap to the top center of our page. And I'll use the bone folder to make sure that it's nice and secure. I'm folding our large pocket at the score lines. I'm going to adhere our largest pocket to the bottom center of our page. I'll begin by only adhering the bottom tab to the bottom of the page for this pocket. We want to make sure the pocket is in just the right spot and nice and secure. I'm going to take our 5 3/4 inch by 5 3/16 inch decorative page, and I'm going to adhere it to the pocket first and then to the base page. So how we're going to do this is we're going to dry fit the decorative piece inside the pocket and up against the back of the base page. Once we make sure we have it right where we want it, let's fold that pocket back down as I'm showing here, and we're going to adhere just the 2 tabs to the back of that decorative page. Once we've adhered the 2 tabs to the back of the decorative page, we can apply the adhesive all over the back of the decorative page and secure it to the back of the base page. We want to make sure that we're adhering the tabs as well so that pocket is nice and secure on our base page. I'm going to follow the same process for our smallest pocket. I'm going to fold in all of the tabs at the score lines. I'm going to adhere the bottom tab of that pocket to the bottom center of the pocket that we just adhered to the base. Once our small pocket is in line and nice and secure, and then we can begin working with our 5 3/16 by 3 7/8 inch decorative cardstock. Once again, we'll dry fit the decorative cardstock. Once we ensure that our decorative cardstock fits nicely, we'll fold down that flap and we'll adhere the black tabs to the back of the decorative cardstock piece. This is the easiest way that I've found to put the decorative cardstock in with your pockets. We'll add adhesive to the back of the tabs and the back of the decorative cardstock and adhere them to the pocket before it. Once our pocket is nice and secure, we'll go ahead and take our last piece of decorative cardstock that measures 5 3/16 by 1 7/8 inches. We'll adhere our last piece of decorative cardstock onto our smallest pocket. And we'll make sure that's nice and secure. I'm going to adhere a piece of decorative chipboard of the smallest pocket. Sometimes the chipboard pieces have little excess knobs that are sticking out from where it was attached to the rest of the chipboard pieces. And if they're excessively sticking out, I like to trim those off a little bit. Just be careful not to get a little too close to the image. Some of these decorative chipboard pieces have a hole, and I leave the hole punch in there because at the end of this video, I will go through and add some gems. And that's one of the places I like to add gems. So I go ahead and just leave that hole cut in there. Wizards, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell.